Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to plan for the week of November 11th through November 17th. Before we plan for this week, though, we're going to flip back and look at what happened last week. This was last week, November 4th through November 10th. I used this Golden Black Happy Planner sticker book and it looks beautiful. I already went through my schedule and noted everyone who no-showed or canceled or scheduled, and nothing really changed. I initially counted 23 people scheduled at the time that I planned, and after accounting for cancellations and no-shows, I ended up seeing 22 people. So that's really good. Something that I'm seeing now is that I only filled out my tasks down at the bottom and I didn't use my sidebar at all. So that's a little different. I usually make sure to fill out my sidebar first and then go down across the bottom. Yeah, nothing really significant during the week. I only worked. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I had lunch at Dad's. We had Chinese food. I had one no-show, and the the election happened on Tuesday. So Wednesday and the rest of the week was pretty interesting because of that. I am a therapist, so when people reach out to me for therapy, they usually Google me. They'll look at my website, they'll read my bio, and when they do that, it's pretty obvious that I am not conservative. And so because of that, the people who do end up reaching out to me and scheduling with me are not going to be people who are conservative. People tend to want to hook up with therapists that are like them, whether that be, a same gender or ethnicity, race. Yeah, so people who reach out to me tend to be on the same page as me when it comes to social issues. And so I have been spending the last several days talking with people grieving what happened on Tuesday. People are grieving, are disappointed, are angry. Some people are not surprised. They're disappointed, but they're not shocked. It's been an interesting range of emotions, but something that I can say for sure is that I haven't had anybody happy about the election results. So this week, I am using a different kind of paper. This is 28-pound Epson paper. I believe that my paper before this week was 24-pound, I believe, and it's also brighter. This new Epson paper is a brighter white than the paper I was using before. So I'm excited to be using a new paper. All right, so let's take my sheets out of my planner. This week we are going to use another Happy Planner book. This one is called Woodland Seasons. I think it might be the first time I'm using it. Let's do a quick flip through. Oh, Nope, it's not the first time I'm using it. I already see a sticker missing. It's a very beautiful book, isn't it? It's very autumnal. This is my first time during the fall, so far this fall. Today is the second week in November, so it's been fall for almost 2 months. And I think it's the first time that I'm using a sticker book that is actually fall themed. I did see some decorative stickers that looked holiday-ish, like Christmassy, and I also saw some quote stickers referencing the springtime. So they're making it usable for the spring, fall, and winter. But of course, we can use our sticker books whenever we want, right? I think that the last time I used this book was in the summer. I'm pretty sure it was in the summer. Oh, we don't have any labels. Just these. These are the only label boxes I see. Yeah, just these. So I need to go into a different book and pull out different labels. These are the labels I used last week. These gold foily ones. I'm wondering if the black ones would work, because I feel like these other options, pink and purple, they might be a little too different, too clashy with the neutrals from the sticker book, you know? How would the black look? In this essential boxes and borders, I found these. These are pink, orange, yellow, peach, and they look like speech bubbles. So I'm thinking I'm going to use these. On Monday, the 11th, it's Veterans Day. I have 2 clients. I have someone at 11 and someone at 4:30. On Tuesday, I have 3. I have someone at 10, 2, and 3:30. On Wednesday, I have someone at 9, 10, 12, and 4. On Thursday, I have someone at 10, 1:30, 3, and 6. On Friday, I have someone at 10, 11:30, 5, and 6. On Saturday, I have someone at 10, 1, 3, and 4:30. Okay, these are all of my client sessions. How many do I have? 20. I do have other things going on though that are not client related, and I'm going to use different stickers for those. I'm going to go into my Woodland book and pick out some stickers I can use for those. Yeah, I had to double check something. I have a doctor's appointment on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. It's an in-person doctor's appointment, and I have to be at my in-person client appointment at 10, I'm a little worried that I'm going to be rushed. They told me that I was my doctor's first patient for the day, so I don't anticipate having much of a wait time to be seen. My actual appointment should be fairly quick, so I do think that I will be okay for my 10 o'clock. So let's put a sticker down for my doctor's appointment. On Thursday at 12 o'clock, that is my supervision. And that is an hour and a half. On Friday at 1 o'clock is my other supervision. On Thursday at 5 o'clock, I have a meeting with another clinician that I'm going to be co-facilitating a group with. And at 7, from 7 to 8:30 is the group that I am co-facilitating. And this is a group support meeting. It's not a group therapy, but it's a support group for queer and trans people of color. They call it a QT BIPOC support meeting. Oh no, I put it down on the wrong day. Oh no, it's taking up the paper. There we go. And what else is going on? I don't have any meetings on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I have a nail appointment on Sunday morning at 10. Okay, so this is what we have. Let me go in and write client on my speech bubbles. There we go. So I'm a little nervous. About my doctor's appointment being at 9 o'clock on, oh, I have it on the wrong day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm a little nervous about my 9 o'clock appointment on Friday morning, but it's kind of urgent. So I didn't want to wait until next week. That was the next earliest appointment I could get. And I am a little nervous about this down here. I'm not so nervous about the support group meeting, even though it is my first time facilitating it and I haven't met anybody there yet. I guess I'm a little nervous about that, but I'm more so nervous about being late to it because I have a 6 o'clock client right before it, and it's a family therapy client, and it's not uncommon for my session with them to go longer than an hour, but I'm gonna have to be really, really, really disciplined and end the session on time. So yeah, it's a little bit of a a busy week, but not that much different than the last few weeks. Okay, so now we get to decorate. I was thinking about changing my sidebar. I have this room down the left hand side that tends to be a little too big most of the time. And then when it comes to decorating it, like I'll always have a sidebar sticker here, but then decorating around it gets a little weird. And sometimes I overcrowd it. That tends to be what I do most of the time. So I need to just relax and not feel like I need to decorate every single blank space on my paper, right? So let's put a sidebar sticker here. And I saw several. This one says take note. This one says take note. And it looks like the same design as this one, except it's a different color. This one is brown. This one is green. This one doesn't say anything. And it's super cute because it just has little mushrooms and flowers and butterflies floating around in it. That's beautiful. I might do that one. Yeah, that's it. Those are our only options. So this one, or this one. I think they would all be a really good option. Let's go with this one. And now let's look for some boxes to put down across the bottom. You guys, we don't have any. The only boxes we have are these decorative ones. And these here that are meant to go on a calendar. Wait, no, where are these meant to go? I think these are meant to go on a horizontal classic happy planner, I think. That's it for boxes. Just these. That's not a lot. Those are only 2 of them. Okay, so what are we gonna do? And I feel like I can't even use them because of the shape that they're in. I've used these before and I've just put a sticker over the notch. I guess I can do that. I am never in a million years going to own a horizontal planner. So I'll never get to use these if I don't use them now. Before I use those weird shaped stickers, let me find some regular rectangle stickers that I can put around it. And then I'll put the funny shaped one down since it's going to be harder to place. Let's do these. These are from the Essential Boxes and Borders. These are pretty good options here. Let's do these. So on Saturday, I'm actually really excited about Saturday because I'm going to be working at my new office. It'll be my first time in my new office. It's not yet set up to really look like a therapy room yet. There's a desk, a filing cabinet, and a few chairs. Comfy chairs, but definitely they're not therapy chairs. So I'm going to eventually start getting furniture. I probably will get like a couch that can fit at least 2 people in it. But 3 people would be good. And I want to get a really comfy therapist chair for myself. Something spinny. I like spinny chairs. I'm gonna want to get a rug and lamps to make it look cozy and homey and comfortable. I want to get a pride flag that I can put on the wall. So I ended up not using this funny sheep sticker. I didn't get to use it all. So I'm going to stick it back in my book. Perfect. Let's look for a little bit of washi tape. This one looks pretty perfect, doesn't it? That one and that one. I could even do a green or a blue to bring out the green leaves and the little blue flowers. Like maybe this one. Oh, I also have this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's use those 3 somehow. Okay. So this green, is it too bright of a green? There's definitely green in the stickers here, but the green in the sticker looks more like a foresty green, and this looks like a little too bright grassy green. All right, let's not do the green. So we have the orange and a red. Yes, much, much, much better. Let's do the orange down the side. So I started reading a new book, guys, and it's fantastic. I think it falls under the category of a fantasy romance, I think. There's Vikings in it, and I know Viking stuff is not like super fantasy, like it's not the first thing we think of, but there's magic in it. So I guess it is fantasy if there's magic in it. I don't know. What do you think? What's it called? Let me look. It's called A Fate Inked in Blood, Book 1 of the Saga of the Unfated by Danielle L. Jensen. And it's so great. I am on chapter 30, which is about 80% in, and that's 80% read in 2 days. 2 days, you guys. Are you probably wondering how I get any work done when I read 80% of a novel in 2 days? I know. I do want to use this red, but where? I should have put it down on the bottom. I guess I still can. Is it too much if I put it down on the bottom? Yeah. Well, let's do this. Let's pull up a little bit of the stickers and then flip them back down after putting the washi tape down. Oh, and even though I read a lot of fantasy romance, a lot of romance in general, I really don't consider myself I'm not an expert in the fantasy romance book world, meaning I've watched a little bit of book TikTok, and there's a lot out there that I don't understand, like the different acronyms that people use to describe what is going on in a book. And I don't know any of that. Like, I'm lost when I'm watching these videos. You guys, I messed up this sticker. This one down here on the bottom right, I messed it up. What should I do? Should I get a new sticker? I know I have another one like this. Yeah, let's put down a new sticker. Oh, so, right, like the terminology that people use to describe what is going on in a book, I don't really understand it. But when we think about romance novels, we think about how spicy they are, right? Like how much sex there is, how explicit the sex scenes are. And this book, it has a lot of sexual tension. That's really what so far the book has been. I'm 80% of the way in, and there hasn't been sex yet. And that's really rare, isn't it? I feel like that's really rare. A lot of touching and kissing and everything that will eventually, that builds up tension. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do feel disappointed when I'm reading a book and I'm like 3 chapters in and people are fucking already. It's disappointing, it really is. And like, don't get me wrong, I have read plenty of books where you read about sex within the first few chapters, and it doesn't mean it's a bad book. It doesn't mean that there's no good writing or a good story in there. It doesn't mean that at all. But I think I definitely enjoy a book that makes you wait. So I think that's probably one of my favorite things about this book so far, is that there's a lot of tension. And it's building up and building up. I messed up another sticker, you guys. I messed up this one. What do I do? I don't think I have another sticker. I think I used them all up. I did. I only had 6 of them, and I used them all up. So what if I cover up where I messed it up? I messed it up on the bottom. I messed it up down here. So maybe I can cover it up with this create sticker. That doesn't look terrible, right? Okay, we're gonna leave it there. Let's put it back in my book. So all I have left to do is I need to date the top, and I need to put something on this top left-hand corner that tells me what week it is. I think it's week number 46. Yes, it's number 46. So I'll put that there. And yeah, what do you think? It's not the first time I love a week that I decorate, but I think it's the first time that I feel 100% satisfied with how I decorated the side here. Yeah, so let's take a quick look back in previous weeks and show you what I mean. See like how it's all covered up here with stickers and stuff. This one's not too bad. This one, beautiful but awkward. This one Again, beautiful but awkward. Beautiful but awkward. It just keeps going, you guys. Beautiful but awkward. So I think this week it's the first time that I do not have to say beautiful and awkward. It's just beautiful. And this week, this one, if it looks awkward because I covered up something that the sidebar sticker had. I covered it up with a different sticker and then added another sticker for the date and the week. So yeah, not great. This, great. Yeah, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time. Feel free to let me know anything that you're thinking about. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you next week.